one thing that I learned in that time, you knew exactly what you were gonna get from Pete Carroll. I mean, from Nick Saban. I mean, it was like every day, it was like almost robotic, and the players knew what to expect. The assistant coaches knew what to expect. Very high standard, very high expectations of of what was expected of you, but the approach that he had every single day, and it got me thinking, like, okay, let me think back to Pete Carroll. Well, Pete Carroll, very different than Nick Saban, but very consistent in who he was. And then I thought back to myself as a young head coach, right? When I was 33, 34 years old, the University of Washington, man, I was one day I was flying high. I was Pete Carroll at its max. The next day, man, I was trying to be Don James, when Coach James around. And then the next day I was trying to be Pete Carroll. And then the next day I was trying to be Jim Lambright. Then it was like, who was I? I didn't even know who I was. And so by the time I got this job, I think I had a lot better understanding of who I was, what was important to me, what did I want our team to embody in our style of play, in our approach, in the way our staff talk to our players. And then I've just tried to remain really consistent in that messaging so that there aren't mixed messages. And so that when I do hear players do interviews, I almost can hear me talking, right? Like they've been ingrained in this program and the way that we speak. And again, there's moments, yeah, coach knows better than I, better than anybody. Like there's moments you have to, whether it's raise your voice or have a little fun, and you got to get off that. But it doesn't have to be so extreme. And I felt like I was way too extreme early in my career. And I do think we have a level of consistency in our approach. And I think that helps a level of consistency in our work ethic, the style of players that we recruit, players that do fit our culture, and then ultimately the way we play the game.